doesn't fit him very well, so we'll re-contour.
Ours is, and the kit is only lower.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. That's what I thought.
So we're pretty close there, right? So find a midline mark, or we'll just make a midline mark, whatever.
You can't be part of our club.
Pardon?
I said I couldn't watch.
Ooh.
So I marked the midline, and I put another mark right there. So that's the right at the contact point between the 2, 3, and then the mark is on the mesial side of the plier, right, like that. And again, I'm perpendicular to a tangent on the curve, parallel to the occlusal plane and stuff. Down is that way, and up is this way, so you know it's upside down, so I have to bend it down to go up. And then like a 75, 80 degree bend, push this back up. Notice I didn't let go of the plier. I bend it back up, and I'm making that be parallel again. I have to re-parallel this a little bit, so that comes straight. All right, so then I'll put this back in here. That goes right at the midline mark, that goes right at the contact point. And then we have to mark here with the molar a couple of millimeters in front of the tube, right there. Thanks. And we'll go right there. That's at the mesial of the mark. So then it goes down at another, that's about the same angle. Then this one goes back up like that. And notice I'm not letting go till I'm all happy. The parallel, 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 no potato chip or anything. Because once you take the plier off the wire, you kind of lose orientation about where you should be. So, and I didn't distort it. Notice it sits flat on the table pretty much. I'll fix whatever's potato chip is in there in a minute. So we put this back in, line that right up at the contact point 2, 3, and mark that. Thanks, Doc. And then we'll, that's good. It's a dud. It's a meter. So then it's at the mesial side, so the mark is on this side of the wire right there. So then you pay your attention to here, so this has to go up to match that. And it's about the same angle again, and push this back down. Don't let go till you're all happy again, and you're looking pretty happy. Then we'll put that back here, put it in the slots and everything, and then remark right in front of the tube by 2 millimeters. And then it goes right there. Oops. And then that goes down. And then that goes back up.
So up, down, down, up.
Yep.
Okay.
So my potato chip
Became chipper.
starts right there.
Potato.
Crispy.
Crispy.
And that's good. And then I'm going to go right there. See all that happen because I let go too fast. So I'm back to being flat on the tabletop again.
So Doc, you say 75 degrees, 80 degrees?
Should be.
So we mark midline, and then we mark
Right at the contact point between 2 and 3.
and then contact here.
No, 2 millimeters.
2 millimeters ahead.
Because,
Of the,
So like here.
because when this goes in,
Here.
this goes in, I need it to hit the mesial of the molar tube. So you start in front of it, and we have to get that in the tube right there. Not the headgear tube, but the arch wire tube. And then if everything worked, I would be close to that. And I'm a little bit short of that, but that's still gonna work okay. But if it's too long, that's what you can't tolerate that. But too short is okay. And So that's pretty good. So I'm a couple of millimeters in front, and then we're gonna do the tip back and the toe in part right now. So this would be like a passive one. So then the tip back toe in part, can put it anywhere along here. And then this is the part that's gonna make the front go up and make the front go up. Oops. That's got some twist in the wire, so I have to undo that. So you're supposed to go up 20 in the front or so I need to keep going. Then I have to make a toe in, and the toe in part's that's kind of hard to understand clinically what that has. So we measure that. That's about 14 millimeters off the tabletop.
You want 20, right?
But you can always take it back out and put more in it too, you know. And it should be even across the front, so that looks pretty good. And then the toe in part happens right there. And you bend that in 30 degrees. And you bend this in 30 degrees. And then it's go. So that looks pretty good. I need more on that side. All right, so let's see if we can get that done now. Good. Deal. All right.